Welcome everybody. This is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show, coming at you from the beautiful surrounding areas of Portocarpus, the national rainforest, cloud forest in southern Ecuador. And today, what I wanted to talk about is are superfoods necessary? Well, let me ask you this. Are raw foods necessary? No, but are they beneficial? Yes. Are superfoods necessary? Well, no, but are they beneficial? Extremely beneficial? Yes. Many extreme raw fooders are so dogmatic about the entire raw foods movement for many, many years. This has been going on for generations and generations. You can read it in the old books, even in today's day and age, where they are so extreme, we are so extreme, where we only eat raw foods, vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds, and nothing else, because we feel that we could actually survive and live off of this type of diet with no problem. Now, 15 years ago, 16 years ago, when I first became a raw food eater, I kind of learned from certain pioneers out there, such as Dr. Norman Walker and Adwin Wigmore, that, a raw food diet is probably not enough nutrition that our body needs. And we need to supplement with like vegetable juices and wheatgrass and things like this. So for the first 7-8 years of my raw food career, I used to tell people, you know what, it's good for everyone to drink vegetable juice. Like drink as much vegetable juice, wheatgrass shots, whatever you can to get all the vitamins and minerals that you need. And it's kind of interesting how over the last decade, the entire world has been going through some shifts. Our soil's become depleted, more depleted with each passing year. Fukushima happened, people are saying things that are contaminated and stuff like this, whether that's true, there's just all this dogma about that too, I don't know. But in today's day and age, it's almost like our food supply is not the best that it could be even 20 years ago. And I'd still recommend people to drink vegetable juice all the time to get nutrition, but it seems like right when all this has been going on, we have been blessed with the superfoods movement. And the superfoods are extremely beneficial. Now, they're so nutrient dense and they're grown in the most pristine areas of the world, such as Ecuador, Peru, where we get a lot of our superfoods from, and stuff like this. So a lot of the extreme raw food eaters out there today are saying you don't need superfoods. These people are just trying to make money doing this and doing that, when in essence, the superfoods are helping so many people. We've got to kind of drop the dogma here and actually help the world. Now, this isn't just superfoods. They're high in nutrition and density. These aren't just guesses. This is facts. They are more nutrient dense than almost all the foods in the world. This is what superfoods are. Furthermore, just to prove this, even taking it another step, there have been clinical trials, clinical study, double-blind tests on animals, on humans, on everything you could possibly imagine that actually shows what these superfoods do. For example, maca, if you have maca, it is proven that when you eat maca for women and men, that it actually improves hormone levels. Different hormone balancers and levels raise up just from taking this. They take rats and humans and they test these levels, double-blind study, completely different. And then when you see the people in this group, and there's placebo in here and everything, the ones that are getting the maca, they're not having their post-menopausal symptoms anymore. Women's hormone levels are improving. Another example is black maca is proven in these double-blind test studies that it actually increases sperm count. And it actually improves memory. This is proven. They take rats and their sperm count goes up. And this could be ideal for a person who is trying to conceive and they don't have a good fertility rate. Furthermore, I just discussed how it improves memory. They've taken rats and they've given certain rats black maca, and then other rats they don't give anything. There's placebo and there's everything in there. And they put them through tests. And they put them through a maze test. And the mice that actually ate the black maca perform better. And then there's a prod test, a step-down prod test, where they step down and then they get prodded and they go back up. And it's like this thing, the rats that ate black maca started to get this much faster than the other rats. Furthermore, unfortunately, I know this isn't the nicest thing to talk about, but they actually, cut the mice open and they actually look in the brain and they see the neurofactors and all these other things going on there, and it's proven that this is what black maca is doing. And I've looked at all the superfoods, plugged in all the clinical trials. There's things that reduce tumors, such as reishi spore oil and stuff like this. There's certain things that are good for diabetics, and the list just goes on and on and on. And on top of that, it is so absorbable and replete in nutrition to where people don't get deficiency. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I like it the most. For example, pine pollen has over 200 bioactive molecules of nutrition every time you take it. Red maca, tested on rats, many clinical studies show that it actually reduces the prostate, so it's excellent for people like this. I'm going to be coming out with all sorts of videos that actually show the benefits of many superfoods. And you guys, just a little bit more about raw foods. Now, there's a lot of raw food leaders out there, and I love them all. They're all great. They're doing amazing things. And what I love about the raw food diet is it can actually help people detoxify, it can help nourish people, and it can also help people heal from degenerative disease. Now, why is this? First off, let's look at what disease is. Now, in today's day and age, we've never been seeing so many elderly and walkers and canes and in old age homes. And it seems that the human population is degrading. Why is this? Well, from my perspective, we just introduced the standard American diet and processed foods just a couple generations ago. So from the logical aspect that I come up with, it's pretty obvious that the cause of disease and illness today and the use of pharmaceutical drugs is due to eating processed foods, the standard American diet. And the reason why the raw food diet is so good is not because you're eating raw foods that are high in enzymes. I mean, that's good, but if someone's going to heal from disease, if they were to eat raw foods until they're blue in the face, they're not going to heal if they keep going to McDonald's 3 times a day. So what actually heals a person is not the raw foods that we're eating, but the elimination of the cause of disease, which is processed foods. It's actually more important what we don't eat than what we actually eat. So the beauty of a raw food diet is you're eliminating all these different processed foods from your diet. So in the raw foods movement, there's so many different camps. And there's people saying, you have to do it this way. You have to eat this amount of fruit. You have to eat this amount of fat. Or you don't need superfoods, or superfoods you need. It's like these things that are just going over and over again. It's like this divide that's been created. It's like a fighting for power or dogma or money. I don't know what is going on there. But we're all one camp. They all work because we're eliminating the cause of disease. So let's stop it! We're here as one, and here we are fighting each other, just eating each other alive. So people are always coming to me and they're saying, Matt, I heard about the raw foods movement. I went on YouTube and I'm checking all these posts out all over the internet, and people are saying all these things like you have to do it this way, or you can't do this, you don't want to eat superfoods, you don't want to do that. And I don't know what to do, Matt. What do I follow? And I'm like, I sit there and I say, you know what? If anybody tells you that there's a certain way that it has to be done, these are the people that we want to stay away from, because we're all under one camp. It all works. So the people that are saying, oh, you have to do it this way or there's no other way, see ya, I'm not going to listen to you anymore. Okay, so now we've cut that entire sector out, and now it becomes a little bit less confusing, because you could do anything. You could even eat cooked whole foods. At the link below, we have a whole foods list that we've created that has all the whole foods that you can eat that are cooked and raw, that avoid all the processed foods. And if you could eat all the cooked foods you want. It's all about what we leave out. So that's that, guys. And back to superfoods. Superfoods, the God-sent miracle in today's day and age. We've got the most nutrient-rich, dense superfoods from pristine soil, pristine areas all around the world, and you get the nourishment. And of course, you've probably seen a lot of my recent videos, we got to be careful who and where we're sourcing our superfoods from, because in this industry where money unfortunately is involved, people start to put fillers in and they're not necessarily sourced, and there's a lot of lies going on. Check out our YouTube channel, watch our maca video, our noni video, our Inkenberry video is very key. Inkenberry maca. This is just the beginning of all the things we're sharing. And so yeah, superfoods are one of the most beneficial things today on the planet today, in today's day and age. Not only are they nourishing the millions, but also they're helping heal people. We're targeting people's issues, and we're helping raising hormones, reducing inflammation, helping with tumors and all sorts of things. And we're going to be posting all these videos very shortly of all the benefits and proven clinical trial studies that show all this. And this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show. And we'll see you next time. Bam! Let's get the hell out of here. This is exactly where our Inkenberries are grown. And as you can see in the background there, that is spring water that is just untouched that feeds all of these plants. The soil is so mineral rich that these Inkenberries are filled with nutrition and they're plump and juicy. Whenever I visit these fields in Peru, the workers have a smile from the beginning of the processing